Hey guys, Brandon here with Slingmods.com, and today we're happy to introduce the Thermal Raptor Roof Top System for the Polaris Slingshot. Rooftop systems have become one of the most popular mods for the Slingshot because they allow both the driver and passenger to spend more time enjoying the drive and less time worrying about baking in the sun. Well, now Thermal R&D has knocked it out of the park with their top design dubbed the Raptor. Now, if you've been following our channel, you know that the guys over at Thermal R&D do some damn fine work. They're located in sunny Southern California and are responsible for creating two of our most popular selling exhaust systems for the Slingshot: the dual rear exit touring exhaust, as well as our Bugatti-inspired dual sport exhaust. And if you own a thermal product, you know firsthand that the craftsmanship of their product line is second to none and is truly top of the line stuff. Well, their new Raptor Roof Top System is no exception to that. And now, after 6 months of design and road testing, behold the Raptor. This rooftop was designed, engineered, and manufactured in the USA, with the entire top frame constructed from TIG welded aluminum tubing, topped off with formed aluminum roof panels, and then powder coated with a satin black finish, giving this rooftop system an aggressive yet refined look. It's easy to notice all the detail. Even when you look up from the driver's seat, you'll appreciate just how much good old-fashioned American ingenuity went into this. The top features two Raptor wings that elevate with a built-in hydraulic shock on each side. To lift the wings from their locked position, you'll press the latch located on the underside of the wing, allowing it to articulate up and out of the way, giving you adequate head clearance to enter and exit the Slingshot. Now, you'll notice when in the seated position with the wings closed, you'll have an ample amount of headroom. I'm 6 foot tall and have plenty of head clearance even with a helmet on. The roof panels are held in place with quarter turn fasteners often seen in race car body panels. Now, we've done this so that you can remove any of the 4 roof panels with ease. So to remove a panel, simply turn all corresponding fasteners for that panel counterclockwise, then lift the panel up and off. And then to reinstall, simply reverse those steps by laying the roof panel back in place and turning the fasteners clockwise a quarter of a turn. Now, you'll notice that the center of the roof with the thermal logo plate is slightly elevated. Well, that's not just for looks. That section is elevated because we offer an optional speaker and switch plate that can be mounted inside the cabin on the underside of the roof. The plate features 2 cutouts so you can house a pair of your favorite 6.5-inch speakers, and also includes 6 dash switch locations so you can control your favorite 12-volt mods from the overhead switch plate. Now, you're probably wondering how you're going to get your wiring up to the overhead switch plate without having an eyesore of wiring in plain sight. So we've created a circular cutout on the left side frame bar near the mirror mount so you can route your wiring through the frame and out of sight. There's also a corner junction box here that's removable, allowing you to continue your wiring run to the centermost portion of the rooftop. And since the Slingshot doesn't come with a rear view mirror, we've added a threaded bung into the frame that allows you to easily add our optional ram mount rear view mirror system. We also offer a peel and stick convex rear view mirror add-on to maximize that rear view visibility. Now if you want to add a pop of color to the rooftop, we do offer the Thermal R&D logo in both carbon fiber and most OE Slingshot paint colors. It's also worth mentioning that the rooftop is compatible with our carbon fiber rear spoiler. So now that you're aware of all the features this thermal rooftop system offers, let's get started with the unboxing and then move on to the assembly process. Now the reason some assembly is required here is so that we can fit the entire roof system into a box size that's deliverable by both FedEx and UPS. This will make delivery to your home a much simpler process. Now you can start by attaching the front section to the rear section by sliding the square mounting plate from the front section up and underneath the rear section and inserting the 4 large bolts with nylon nuts, leaving them finger tight for now. Next, take the right hand side hinge with the notch in front and on top and screw in the 7 small Allen screws with washers so that they're nice and snug, making sure not to over tighten. And then repeat for the other side, making sure that the notch is on top and in front. Now take a 13mm socket and remove your side view mirrors. Then using an 8mm Allen, remove the mirror mounting plates. Then open your hood so that you can lift the roof up and over the Slingshot, attaching it at the front with the 2 8mm Allen screws on each side first, and leaving them finger tight for now. And then attaching the rear to the hoops with the included mounting plates and 6mm Allen screws, tightening them down evenly so that they're nice and snug, making sure not to over tighten. And then you can go back to the front screws and tighten those down nice and snug, making sure not to over tighten. Now you can attach the shocks to the roof with the skinny end of the shock going into the threaded open hole first, and tightening it down so that it's nice and snug, making sure not to over tighten. Next, unscrew those 4 bolts we first used to attach the top, and insert your logo plate before adding back those nuts and bolts with washers and tightening them down so that they're nice and snug, making sure not to over tighten. Now we can take the right hand side wing and attach it to the hinge, pushing the bolt with washer up from the bottom of the hole closest to the rear end and topping it off with a nylon nut. This will hold the wing in place so that you can attach the other end of the shock to the wing, making sure not to over tighten. And then you can go back through and insert the rest of the screws from the bottom up, topping them off with a nylon nut. Then just repeat that same process for the other side. Insert 1 bolt with washer to hold it in place, while you thread on the other shock to the wing. and insert the rest of the bolts finger tight before going back through and tightening them all down on both sides, making sure not to over tighten. Now you can close the wing and then start adding the roof panels by lining up the screw heads with the fastener holes and carefully pushing down with a flathead screwdriver, turning it a quarter of a turn clockwise, locking it down into position. Now go through and insert the protective rubber grommets on all 4 wiring ports. Next, you can attach the inside roof panel with the remaining 12 screws with washers finger tight for now. And then go back through, tightening them down the rest of the way, making sure not to over tighten. And then finally, you can reattach your mirrors and you're good to go.
Now, if rocking a Raptor rooftop on your sling is on your mod list, then be sure to head on over to slingmods.com today or click the link in the description below to grab one for yourself. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I can keep you updated with everything Slingshot. I'm Brandon, signing out. Until next time.